Good morning, all. Welcome to Coffee with Craig. Once again, as you can see, not in my normal office, still here in San Francisco. Yes, I survived and am surviving here in San Francisco, the anti-gun capital of, well, the world. Wanted to talk with you this morning about a news story that I came across on Breitbart. Interesting story. Okay, so it was Black Friday, and basically a manager at a gun store decided he was going to go out and, he was going to advertise and promote the fact that they had Black Friday specials. Now, you guys have seen these guys out on the corner with the signs spinning, whether it's, for pizza or for a sub restaurant or something like that. Well, he decided that he was going to create one of those spinning signs, and it was a cardboard AR. And the interesting thing was, so he goes out and he's advertising, and somebody called the police on him. Now, it was bad enough that you had people who were, obviously who were, the peaceful people, the people who believe in peace, the no hate people. Yeah, they were out there, they were yelling at him, they were calling him names, they were flipping him the bird. But somebody actually called the police. And what they told the police was that he was out there with a fake gun. Now, they didn't tell him it was a cardboard cutout of a gun. They just said that it was a fake gun. So anyway, so the police go out there, and I get it. They get a call, they gotta go. Okay, they hear someone's got a fake gun, they've got to go out there. But then they had the nerve to actually ask the guy to put it away. I mean, can you believe that? Can you believe that they actually had the nerve to tell him that, oh yeah, well, no, you don't deserve, you shouldn't exercise your right to free speech. In other words, they wanted to take away not just his, in other words, they didn't just want to take away his right to keep and bear arms. They wanted to take away his right to even talk about guns, to advertise guns. And the reason why this story is important is because it goes to a broader thing. See, they don't even want us talking about guns. They don't want them advertising. We already have we're already working on a lawsuit for a gun store dealer who basically got cited by the Department of Justice for having a handgun on the outside of his store. A handgun. It's a Tracy rifle and pistol versus Kamala Harris. In other words, they came out, they're doing their regular inspection, and he has a picture of a handgun, oh, by the way, right next to a picture of an AR, and yet they cited him for it. They don't want us advertising. There was a bill that we fought last year, which actually dealt with the idea of billboards and billboard signs, where they were transferring control over certain state-controlled billboards that were in the city of Los Angeles. They were transferring over to the control of the city of LA. But one of the contingencies that they had was that they weren't allowed to include any gun advertising, anything promoting the Second Amendment. Folks, and that's why when we talk about this as a fight for civil rights, that's truly what it is. It's your right to talk about guns. It's your right to be able to keep and maintain property that you legally purchased, firearms, standard capacity magazines, and the state's willingness or desire to take those things away from you, away from us, and once again, and our ability to even talk about it, because and it is so unnerving the way people, if you say, well, I support the Second Amendment, people treat it, like I said, they treat it like it's not a right. It's it's a right, but it's not a right. I had someone tell me that, well, if I exercise my First Amendment rights, well, then that doesn't mean no one can die if I do that. No, they most definitely can. But see, the point of an inalienable right is this: is that it doesn't matter whether or not someone else believes I have a right to it, whether or not I need it. It's about whether or not I have a constitutional right, or I have a human inalienable right. And just like we don't allow someone to go out and take away someone's free speech rights, we shouldn't allow someone to take away someone's Second Amendment rights. Well, here they are. They're going after our free speech rights, right? How dare they ask this guy, who is doing something legally, by the way, who's doing something highly legal. How dare they tell him to put his sign away? Anyway, that's it for Coffee with Craig. Look, keep in mind, this is why it's so important that we keep up the fight, in particular here in California, because this is where this craziness is going on. We're fighting it here on the front lines. Thank you to each and every one of you who are part of that fight. We will be back once again tomorrow with Coffee with Craig. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
If you like these updates, please share them with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel.